live from Dallas, Texas. Find us online at photoboothinternational.com.
All right. Hey, guys, this is Josh here from Photo Booth International, and I'm so excited to talk to Cheryl Horton. She purchased a booth from us a couple of months ago. And so, Cheryl, welcome. Thank you for taking the time to talk to me. And so, yeah, you want to tell everybody a little bit about who you are and what you have going on?
Okay. Hi, I'm Cheryl Horton. I am the owner of Jessica Renn's Photo Booth here in Mansfield, Texas. I have just recently retired as a principal. I was in the education business for 25 years, and I decided it was time to start a new adventure. I've been looking at photo booths, for about maybe 8 years, because I went to a wedding one time with a friend of mine, and the most fun we had at the wedding was in the photo booth. And so I kind of researched, and I thought, well, maybe that's something I can do when I retire. And I came across Photo Booth International, actually on YouTube, and I called and I set up an appointment, went over there. Y'all were amazing, the most amazing customer service, and I've said that ever since I walked in there. They were very helpful. They let me go home, decide, kind of make up my mind what booth I want, ordered the booth, went back, and it's been nonstop ever since. Best decision I ever made. Besides retiring.
So how's retirement going right now?
Well, I've been retired for 2 weeks, so it's been good. I starting to really launch my business now, because I now have time to put, the effort, the time and everything, and I can go places and meet people, and I'm doing a lot of networking. Word of mouth has been my biggest seller so far. I also made sure I became an approved vendor with the school district that I left.
Oh, nice.
Which has helped. So I right now have 2 back to school events already scheduled for August.
Oh, wonderful.
That's great.
And so how many events have you done already since you got your booth?
I've done 4 events. I did some for myself. I did prom at my school, and that was my very first, and it was flawless. It was amazing. I've done just a couple things here and there, just for friends. The biggest one I've done so far was last Saturday. I did the Miss Texas pageant.
Oh yeah,
and
tell us about that.
It was great. I was on the board for Miss Texas last year, so that's kind of how they knew me. And then they heard I got a photo booth, and so they invited me to come to the Renaissance Hotel in Richardson, is where I was. And it was when the girls, the misses and the teens came in. They have to come in and check in for a week, and they stay at the Renaissance for a week. And so I set up in the front with a couple of the vendors and stuff, and I was the hit, evidently, because they keep saying, "Are you coming back next week? Are you coming back tomorrow?" But I'm not coming back tomorrow. But it was great. I got the word out about my booth, and people were coming in grabbing my business cards. I made sure they were out there, and I'm just waiting to hear back from them. But I've heard nothing but good things. It's been on Facebook about me being there, and so it's,
nice.
Yeah, it's been great. It's been the best business I've ever been in.
How many people were at that event in Miss Texas?
Well, there was probably, I don't want to misquote the numbers, but it was over 100 girls were there.
Okay.
They had the misses, and they had the Miss Texas teens, and they had the Miss Texas little princesses, and all the parents were there, and even the board for Miss Texas organization was there, and they were quite impressed with the booth. And I had props and everything, had it all set up. I made a logo, what they wanted me to do, and they, appreciated that. And like I said, one of the girls said to me, "This is the funnest we've ever had in a photo booth." And so that made me feel good. But I have learned that the photo booth is what you make it, because if I'm not going to be fun and have a good time and laugh and carry on with them, then it's not going to be the hit, it could be. But it was great.
Awesome. Well, thanks for sharing that experience. Now, since you started this business, have you started a business before? Have you had any past business experience starting a company?
Never. You're my first.
Okay. So if someone was getting into it, it would be pretty easy for them to get started as long as they put in the work and follow the training.
Yeah, you have to watch the videos. I watched them probably 15 times because I'm a perfectionist. I think the biggest thing I've learned is to be organized. And y'all were commenting on my notebook I brought when I picked up my booth.
Yeah.
But you have to be organized and have, copies of everything, and you got to be in touch with the right people.
Right. Okay, perfect. And what brought you to the decision to start a photo booth business versus buying a Dairy Queen franchise or something like that?
Because it's fun. It was fun the first time I ever went in one. I'll never forget the first time I went into a photo booth. It was just so much fun, and everybody was having fun doing that. Now I'm kind of a fun person, and so I think I've always wanted to be a professional wedding crasher is what I'm calling myself now, because I have several weddings coming up and I can't wait to go crash those weddings. It's just, I can do it on my own time. I can do when I can set my own schedule. It's just getting out there. I'm a people person. I would not have been in education, that long as I was, if I didn't like to be with people. And this gives me a chance to go and do my thing and have fun. I'm all about, gotta have fun in life. So
yeah. Usually I make it a case of tasting the wedding cake every time I go to a wedding.
Well, I plan to do all that, and not just the cake.
Yeah, the buffet line's pretty good too. All right. So far, how has the photo booth business impacted your life? What has it allowed you to do that?
Well, it's allowed me to go out and meet new people. That's the first thing. I've met a lot of contacts, a lot of new people. I've joined networking groups, which has been great. And that I have friends, it's friends who know friends. And that's really where it all goes to. I don't know, I have a security too. Going in retirement's scary these days. And it's kind of like you have that extra, just be real, the money behind you, and I can go out there and, do my thing. Now I can do it 7 days a week if I need to. So.
How much time are you putting in each week to your business right now, you would say?
Oh, right now, I would say I spend most of my time on the internet looking up props and backdrops and all that. But that's a lot of fun because I've joined all the groups on Facebook too, which has been a lot of help. I probably spend maybe 6 hours, 7 hours a week at events now. But like I said, I've only been out, 2 weeks on my own. So it's, hopefully I know it's going to get better because I've already got people booked up through August. I have one wedding already booked in October. So
nice. Yeah, this is the best part of the year we're fixing to get into. So yeah, it's a good time that you got your booth and got started. Let's see here. So how soon did you start booking events and getting money from your photo booth? You already booked an event before you got it, right?
Well, it was I did it for free. It was my prom. I did it 2 days after I got my booth. Right. But y'all helped me. Y'all showed me everything I needed to know before I left. And I did that because, that was for my girls, my first graduating class at the school I was at. And so I did that one for free. And I did another one. I did signing day at my school where all the girls signed when they were going to college. I've done that one. I did the Miss Texas. Now I donated my services there because I believe in their organization and they're on a scholarship. And so the ones I'm doing for back to school are all going to be paid events, and all the weddings I have coming up are paid events. But right now I'm just trying to get my name out there, and sometimes you have to give a little to get a lot, and that's really what I'm in. 2 weeks out, that's what I'm in.
Right. Okay. Wonderful. And do you think it was a good investment overall?
Oh yes. I am so happy. I'm very, very, very happy with it.
All right, perfect. And so I heard you're going to Punta Cana.
I'm going next Monday. This time next week, I will be laying on the beach.
Okay, and you can operate your business from your laptop, right?
Don't think I won't be passing out my cards because you never know who you're going to meet at the beach in Punta Cana. Yeah. But because, I had a girl ask me at Miss Texas if I would travel. She goes, would you come to Houston? And I said, oh, yeah, I will. I'll be glad to come to Houston. And she took my card, and, so you never know who you're going to meet or where you're going to meet them.
Right. Cool. All right. Well, that's pretty much all that I had here. Any tips for anybody starting out or thinking about getting in, like that stuff that you've learned that you would tell them if somebody's looking to start a business or they've just started?
I think the first thing, if you're going to start, go watch somebody in the business you want to get into. Y'all afforded me the opportunity to go, and I watched one of your people do an event, and it just reassured me. It made me know that this is a good choice of mine. Do your research. Y'all laughed at me, all the research I did, but I did a lot. I mean, it pays off in the end, doing your research. And I think that has, do something you want to do. Don't just get into it because it's popular, or, you think, oh, this is going to be a good moneymaker. That's not why I'm in it. I'm in it for fun. Of course, I'm going to, I want to make some money at it too, but I'm in it for just having the fun and being out there and being a wedding crasher.
All right, cool. Well, thank you, Cheryl, for joining us today, and we wish you all the best. And anything that we can do for you, we're always here for you. You have my email, you have our phone numbers.
I have everything, and I call you. I do.
When's your next event?
My next event is, I'm waiting to hear from Longhorn Harley Davidson.
Ooh, okay.
I know. They contacted me about doing their events, and they have 6 a month. Wow. And so, yeah, I have a friend that has a small business, and she's the Beth. Remember Beth that went with me? Mm-hmm. Came with me. She bought a snow cone trailer, and so we're kind of doing things together.
Okay.
And so she's doing the Harley event tonight. The problem with, I don't want to be out in the heat, which is, I want to talk to you about that later. With the motorcycles and all that outside. So I'm in contact with Harley Davidson in Grand Prairie. So it's going to be, hopefully that'll be cool to have a motorcycle as a backdrop.
Cool. All right, Cheryl. Well, thank you very much for your time. I'll let you go. I know you're a busy businesswoman now.
Oh, yes, I am.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you. And we'll talk to you soon.
All right. Thank you. Appreciate you.
All right.